Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. The stock market is crashing, so to speak. Big pullbacks are happening. Let's check it out and see what's going on. Here's the SPY representing the S&P 500. And here we are on a daily chart. The beginning of the year starts here. We had a pullback and all of a sudden it's been shooting up. Pullback, back up, major pullback. We're going to hold 600. We're going to talk about why the markets are selling off right now. And the reason why they are selling off is there's fear for the higher tariffs starting tomorrow, February 1st. And that's what's going on. So we are going to take a look. Right now the 10-year yield has spiked up 8 basis points in a matter of 2 hours. Okay, that's a lot of fear. Look at all this action going on here. We got buying and selling. There's the shares going through the dollar amount in time. So what we got here is a classic fear of possibly buy the dip. Crude oil, WTI, is also dropping. It's down 0.25%, not much, but it's down to $72.55 a barrel for WTI crude. The relative strength of the dollar has increased slightly. That also is creating panic in the markets. So here we got this huge bread candle for today. Let's go check the QQQ. Before we do that, we got a goal of 100 subscribers. Please subscribe to the channel. Give us a like up, thumbs up. Let's get it out there. Helps get the channel out there. Also, please comment. That helps the algorithms get out there. And plus, I check the comments. I'll respond. So let's get back into it. Let's see the QQQ. NASDAQ, representing the NASDAQ. Here we go. Start of the year is right here. It's kind of been up and down. Big gap down. Coming up. Look at that big bottom top wick right here. That shows weakness. The sellers are stronger than the buyers. They pushed it down. The buyers came back up. Sellers pushed it back down, and now it's down to here. We're 522. So, are we going to hold this support here? If you notice, it did bounce off 502 quite nicely. It can easily come down to 502. Okay. When we talk about the SPY here as well, that can easily come down and test 585. Easily. So when you think about it, in reality, it's not that big of a drop. Okay, the market's been going up and up and up, even though they rallied nicely this morning. So the markets are still in a good place. The market's open still for another 3 minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other drivers here. We got Tesla, by the way. Let's take a look. Again, had this huge spike up during the election. Now it is coming down slowly, and there's some resistance today. Okay, there's selling pressure. We're going to draw a quick little downtrend for Tesla. And just look how it just lines up really nice. We're going to touch those 2 wicks. We're going to leave that there for now. And we will make this dotted. Orange, and let's go for the dot. See if they can break out of that downtrend. So there's Tesla. They're coming down. That helps bring the markets down. Let's take a look at the other Magnificent Seven, as they're referred to. Apple. Wow, look at the big red candle. It opened much higher though. I mean, it closed yesterday at 237. Opened at 247. So the fact that it's at 235 is actually a slight decrease from yesterday's close. Okay, but nevertheless, was a big pullback. Microsoft, another big pullback. You know, when they news came out how the U.S. government was going to spend $500 billion in AI, Microsoft bounced because Microsoft and Oracle were involved in that, and another company I can't remember. Dropped off, bounced back up, sold off. Now it's really way down here. After earnings weren't that bad, but it was volatile. Okay, they did beat expectations. 311 estimate versus 323 actual, but their future outlook must have been weak. So that's a big drop off right there. Let's take that to a real quick 6-hour chart. Yeah, there was a sell-off pre-market. Okay. Okay, Google. Google, look at that. They continue to make a new high today. All new high today of 207. Breaking the old high of 202. So let's keep that there for now. See if it's going to hold this area. Be interesting. Amazon. Okay, the slight pullback, maintaining its levels. Very impressive. These are high levels here. Meta, same deal. Very high levels. 710. Now remember when this thing backed off to like $400 just a couple years ago. Let's take a quick look at that. What, 103? Yeah, look at that. In November of 22, this was $113. Who would have ever known that was going to be the bottom there? 95 even. And look at that, now $710. 700% gain. Literally just a couple, 3 years. 3.5 years. That's pretty impressive. So there you go. Meta is definitely kicking it strong. Okay. NVIDIA, let's open this up so you can see it. When they had that AI news of DeepSeek coming out, they don't need to spend multi-billion dollars in AI technology. You can actually now use pieces of it. You can use it from a laptop. See, what used to cost billions might just cost $1 million or $2 million. So there you go. NVIDIA's dropped off sharply right to the 200-day moving average. Isn't that interesting? It's holding it. Right now it's at 120.07, 119.91. It's exactly the 200-day moving average. It's definitely holding this range of 116. We'll have to keep an eye on. You see the other technicals where it's bound to go if it loses power. But right now it looks like 127 is resistance and 116 is support. So that'll be interesting to see. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's get back to a couple other ones I would like to talk about. Palantir, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This stock, when that AI news came out about DeepSeek, look at the sell-off here. Okay, Palantir is a software-driven company for AI and other defense and other computerized technologies. They sold off down to about $64. Now look at that, it made it all the way back to 85.822 today, all new high. That's impressive, but it had a pullback, okay, back to the current highs of 82.34, or not necessarily the actual high was up here, okay, at 84.90, broke the old high, but this was where it was trying to break through, okay, failed, touched it here, failed, touched it, and exceeded it. So we're going to leave this right where we're at right now and see if this becomes support or $75 can become support. It'll be interesting to see. By the way, UPS, Amazon just cut 50% of their business off. Look at this major drop the other day, right? And they had earnings a little bit over expectations, which was good. 251 expectations versus 275 actual. But their outlook, because they lost that big contract, she dropped off from 133 down as low as 110 yesterday. So now it's trying to hold this area. It's going to be a new area of support. Blew by these areas. Let's see. We'll have to take a look. So they really got hit hard. Let's put this on a weekly chart if we're even going to find them. There we go. 104. It went down to 109. To these levels, a weekly chart we're looking at here. Okay. So yeah, these lines still play in effect here. Even though it went down to 105, that's kind of in the middle of this stuff here. So that's going to be the range here. Old highs, mid-range, we got old lows. So there you go. Anything else to take a look at? Oxy, petroleum, oil, they've been getting hit. They're still in this downtrend. A nice little rebound here when oil came up. Now, big sell-off today. This has to do again with the fear of tariffs. That means oil's going to get hit too. So this is a nice downtrend. Let's draw a little downline for it. Let's do a technical analysis on Oxy here. Yeah, that was their high there. So that's pretty high here, but we got a bunch of highs here. So we're going to go about here. Let's see, we don't touch as many candles as we can. looks like this is possibly where we're going to be. We're going to go with that. Okay, we're going to make this orange. Widen it up. Here we go. So right now, Oxy Petroleum is not doing very well. Okay, we're looking at about a year and a half here. We're in this nice range. Okay, in fact, let's make these gray. We'll leave this one red, because that's going to be definitely resistance, no doubt about it, at one point. And this is even going to be resistance, but we're going to leave that for now. So that's about it. Let's see, JP Morgan. Would you look at this? All new high today, 270.82. Amazing. Wow. So there you go. Their earnings came out. They were low down here. They did beat expectations quite a bit, actually. $4 to $4.81. That's very impressive. And other than that, that's about it. We'll keep you updated on any current information that may come in. Okay, markets are down. They closed, Dow closed not much, 337 points today. The S&P 500, 0.5%, 0.25% for the NASDAQ. Oil is starting to climb right now, back to 73.13 a barrel. And the 10-year yield, as we spoke, has just dropped from 457.9 to 455. So we already dropped almost 3 basis points in this last 10 minutes. So interesting. Let's see what the futures are looking like. We're still down. Crypto, coming down slightly, down to 101,000. So that's it. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.